This is art off paper right here. I'm Chris Malfi.
Brandon Monday.
Jared Long.
We're art off paper.
Basically, the idea behind art off paper is that you, me, him, her, we're all art. You know, we're all walking, breathing art. Whether you want to recognize it or not is your choice. But the fact is that as people, whether it's, you know, the way you talk, the way you walk, the way you dress, that's your art, you know, and that's your art off paper.
Anything.
Everything.
Everything and anything, man. Music.
You never know.
Other art.
Yeah.
Everything.
Just walking down the street, seeing somebody, a lyric in a song. I mean, you could trip on a curb and see a bug, and that might, you know, inspire you. You really don't know. It's just everything and anything in this world.
Somebody walking down the street with a certain way they walk, the bounce they walk, the way they talk.
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
It's probably like 2008 where it all came. I mean, we all went to the Fashion Institute of Technology together, and that's how we all came together. Like just by random chance, I was outside smoking a cigarette, started a conversation with him, found out that these were some pretty cool dudes, and eventually we were like, you know what? We all have different talents. What I can't do, he can do. What he can't do, he can do. And we figured, you know what? We could really like come together and form like a really unique design firm in itself. So we don't just do clothes, murals, stuff like that, but we've done graphic design, logo design, you know, whatever it is being creative, we can do it. Like, I guarantee you that.
For me, I was originally like a street artist. Like I just, you know, I was an artist, but I didn't have the outlet. Like my schools didn't really offer art programs, didn't really matter, and I found what I was doing. I'd look around and it's there, so I could do it. Why can't? You know, they could do it. Why can't I do it? So I would go out and, you know, do my thing. Then I was like, you know what? I want to do this in a way where people can see it, where they're not driving by in a car, where they're not walking down the street. I want to do it where like it's looked at as not garbage graffiti, it's looked at as art. Because there's so many graffiti artists out there that people think it's not an art at all.
A lot of black artists out there too.
Yeah.
We keep trying, we actually get it. I think I came from a similar thing where like I went to the school and the art program was just really weak, and I tried it out and it just wasn't for me. So I linked up with a few kids. Like my whole life I was always doing art, but or at least trying. But I hooked up with a couple of graffiti artists, and that's what, you know, got me into that. And to be honest with you, like when you're out there and if you're hitting a wall or whatever is a public thing, I mean, it's a rush. Like there's no rush like it. I mean, yeah, because you're worried about maybe a cop coming down this way or who's gonna catch you this, but I mean, it's a feeling that you can't capture in any other way. There's no high like it, and that's what I love to do. I mean, being able to express myself creatively is what it's all about. Turn some minds.
It's something entirely different. Something like you've never seen before. It's like we said earlier, it's really you're coming up these stairs, you're looking at these walls, we're getting inside of our minds, we're seeing what thought processes, ideas,
Exactly,
just
yeah.
what inspiration. You know, you're looking at our inspiration. You're looking at a lot of the work we have up here. So it's definitely turned some heads.
I think it's great that people are gonna, you know, usually like you say art, you say it's in a gallery show. It's a gallery show. People see galleries, they think white walls and beautiful paintings with distance, they can walk around. But this is like, you're not walking around, you're climbing over stuff, you're looking through people, like what is that? What are they looking at?
You're walking into it, you're not walking around it.
Yeah, you're inside it. You're part of the art, you know. I
I'd say that what I want is that for, you know, before anybody to say like, you know, if they just hear a buzz from one person and the next, because, you know, I would hate to be behind something that's just hype, like, oh, I like that because the name of it, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of stuff that people go out there and they buy stuff just because of the status of it. Like, this whole show, for me at least, is for people to come here, you know, check out what we're doing and what's going on in our minds. And like, you know, if they're down with that idea, then yeah, like, that's what I really want. I don't want somebody to just be like, oh, I like that because it's like a status thing, or that's the new hot thing. Like, if I want you to believe in it, you know, before anything. I'd rather have 3 people, you know, enjoying it than 3 million people who are just on it because it's just like a status thing at that point, like the new fad.
I want people to believe in this as strongly as we do, and understand why they believe in it as strongly as we do. That's really, if I could get one thing across to people, that's what it is. That I truly believe in this, not just the company, the philosophy, the way of life we're trying to
Exactly.
get off to people.
It is.
It's a lot more than a company. It's a lot more than a company.
For me, like us working it into fashion, like not just in, you know, frames and pictures and walls and etc. But everything else we've done. But as far as like why we're jumping into like the t-shirt fashion game, like for me, it's because I want people to wear it and someone to come up to them and be like, I don't understand it, and then they can explain, like, and they can say, well, this is my art and I'm proud of it, and that's why I rock this. That's like someone's like, oh, that's a dope image, but what does it mean? What is AOP? I see that logo, they explain, and then that other person's like, oh, you know, they go home and they're like, what's my art on paper? You know, and then they find their passion through a t-shirt.